I'd have $2, which isn't a lot, but it's crazy considering how it's happening twice. I'm here at the Louisville location, and this is my third SBF spinner, I believe, this year, after the one I did after CoasterCon, as well as Slingshot at Camden Park. This is not the only SBF spinner I'll be doing today, because I'll be doing another one, I think, somewhere in Tennessee, I think, as well as one at Beech. So this will be our first one, so let's take a ride on this and see how it is. This SBF spinner, and I didn't get a great rotation on it, unfortunately, so I think it might be my least favorite SBF spinner based on the ride I had. I think it went around 7 times, so I guess my final ride count was 7 on Twist and Shout. I've decided that I'm going to do something a little bit different for this vlog. Since I'm going to be hitting multiple smaller parts in one day, let's make it a vlog with all 3 of them. So the next stop is Beech Bend, so let's jump to there. Just made it to Beech Bend, and this is definitely the main event for today because it is by far the best coaster of the places I'm going to today. That, of course, being Kentucky Rumbler. This is a GCI wooden coaster that I haven't heard too much about. Ellis rode this earlier this summer. He told me that it's on par with American Thunder at Six Flags St. Louis. Given how American Thunder is almost out of my top 100, I can't say I have high hopes for this, but it looks like a really solid ride. So let's give it a few rides and see how it is.
Alrighty guys, so you go enjoy your ride. We'll see you all back in around 90 seconds. Excellent.
Wow, Kentucky Rumbler. I gotta say, I was blown away by this thing. I was expecting a ride on the same level as American Thunder. It's better than American Thunder by a long shot. That was phenomenal. This might be my top 3 GCIs. See, I have to decide between this or Thunderhead. I cannot put it ahead of Prowler and not Texas Stingray either. This or Thunderhead. I'm not sure. I need to ride this in the back because I did the front for my first ride, but that was a very solid wooden coaster. After riding Kentucky Rumbler in the back, I think it is better in the front of the train. The airtime was stronger up there, but in the back I think it was a little bit more sustained. That being said, you cannot go wrong with either row, so definitely do both when you're here. Now I'm gonna get on whatever this SPF spinner is called and see how this is. Oh yeah, I think it's called spinning out. So let's get on this one and see how this is. Which is their SDF spinner, the second of the 3 I'll be doing today. That one actually had a different layout than the one I did at Malibu Jackson a couple hours ago. I definitely got a better cycle on this one, even though we weren't able to stay in the front or back. They had load the middle cars first for some reason, so that's not ideal, but it was still a pretty solid ride regardless. Went around 3 times, it's a one done, don't need to do it again. Now we gotta go find wherever the heck Wild Mass is. That is the last coaster we need here. rode Wild Mouse, and I don't know what it is about spinning coasters with that style layout. I can never get good rides on them. I didn't get a great ride on Raging Cajun when I was at Six Flags America earlier this month. And then when I rode Exterminator at Kennywood in 2023, my ride on that wasn't very good either. So I really don't know what's going on with it. And the same could be said about this particular Wild Mouse. So coasters that layout just don't do it for me. I'm gonna go and ride a coaster that is actually really good, and that is Kentucky Rumble. So let's go get a few more laps on that and then get some shots of it. There are two logs right behind each other up there. No. This is gonna be catastrophic if one of them bumps. I feel like something crazy is gonna happen. The first one's going down now, and that went just fine. Oh, they stopped the second one up there. Thank goodness they stopped that. That could have been very bad if they went down next to each other. But I can only imagine how crazy that would have been to see them bump. Obviously, it wouldn't have been good for the ride, but a guy can dream, Kenny. heading out of Beech Bend now, and my final ride count from the day was 4 on the Kentucky Rumbler, 3 on Spinning Out, and then 1 on Wild Mouse. I definitely enjoyed this park a lot more than I thought I would, and it gave me massive Bay Beach vibes, which I visited right before CoasterCon a couple months back. I think I would rather take this park over Bay Beach, although I really enjoyed my time with both of them. I just feel like I didn't really get enough time here. Kentucky Rumbler I would have easily done 10 times probably, but we have to get on the road to our next stop. I can definitely see myself spending a full day here in the future. So let's jump to the last park, which I don't even know the name of it, but my brother wants to go get this +1 in Clarksville. So we're gonna head over there and see what that one's all about. We have made it to the final stop of this trip, the City Forum. This might be where I get my final new credit of 2025, unless I get some of the other mountain coasters in the Branson area, because currently the only one I've done is the Runaway Mountain Coaster, which I did during Coaster Christmas of last year. Anyway, let's go get this credit and see how this one rides. This SBF spinner is hooked way in the back corner. At first I thought this thing wasn't even a real thing. Turns out it was hiding from guest views. So the City Spinner, it looks like. Just got off of City Spinner. It went around 10 times. So I guess my final ride count for today, or at least for this thing, was 10 laps on it because it went around 10 times. It was a middle of the pack SBF spinner, nothing too special. I stumbled on down the clown over here. That's the lowest score I need to get in order to get the jackpot. So time to unleash my inner arcade mat and see if I can hit this. Now, I'm not going to be filming while playing because obviously I need to focus, but I'll let you know how I do once I finish. For a first try, 390 isn't terrible. I could definitely do better though because I messed up quite a bit at the start. Man, I did even worse than the last time. I only got 320 this time. If I don't hit this, then there's a problem. I'm so good at this. I got 230 this time. Gotta call out the backup. I'm really struggling here. Got the jackpot on the first machine. Let's try it on the second one now. We hit this one first try. We got 520. This is so much ladder. Oh my gosh. Forgot to film the outro at the City Forum, but if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you left a like, commented what you enjoyed about this video, and shared it with someone else you may know. If you're new to the channel, like what you saw, please consider subscribing for more content like this. I'd appreciate you subscribing and turn the bell on so you get notified every time I upload a new video. I also have an Instagram account for the pictures I take whenever I visit a park, so be sure to check me out there as well via the link in the description. Daredevil Days is the next vlog you'll be seeing from the channel, so stay tuned for that, and until then, I'll see you later.